Well, good morning, and I've lost my cup of tea already. Mm. So is it a good morning? Is it a good morning for you? This is an impromptu live because I woke up this morning to news, which is probably going everywhere, that YouTube has changed the rules, changed the game right in the middle of it, changed it. Excellent. So if you're in the game, if you are a small creator like me, you can see my sewing stuff. I'm in the middle of filming. Not right now. I barely had breakfast. I woke up to this news and I have been trying to get monetized. I mean, I've just passed 1.5 years of trying. And I thought this year I might get there. I've had some encouragement. People have told me in the second year it happened for them. Okay, so it's starting to go that way. And then I woke up to this news. The news is we used to have obviously the subscribers, over 1,000 subscribers. But the thing that's really hard to get, is the watch time, watch hours. So we have to get 4,000 watch hours within 1 year. And that's a hard part too, because as you keep going, they knock off all the hours in the previous 65 days as you pass them by. So this new news is now no longer 4,000 hours. It's 8,000 hours. They've doubled it like that on the drop of a hat. Bango, bango, do with it what you will. And that's what I'm kind of interested to see how you guys are feeling, if I'm actually ever going to meet fellow creators here. Hopefully this live is being shown to you. I'd love to hear how you're feeling at the news. Okay, so we're hearing lots of things from the usual gurus. Okay, but how about the little guys? I thought, well, okay, that'll be me. I'll jump on and I'll talk about it. How has it made me feel? Well, when you've been working towards something really, really, really hard, it doesn't feel good. It really doesn't. Cheers to that. And I don't think, probably the microphone is going to catch my swallows. Sorry about that. Yeah, it doesn't feel good. And there's so many thoughts going in my head. There's thoughts of people, they'll say, yeah, don't build your house. Sorry, phone. Don't build your house. My neighbour. Don't build your house on someone else's real estate. Well, I've got a lease. I've got an agreement. We do that all the time, don't we? We open businesses and we sign a lease. And then seemingly we don't have much power because that lease can change like that. And that's what's happened with YouTube. They've just pulled the rug out from under us. And it's very much in line with all the stuff that's kind of happening. I don't know about your neck of the woods, but in Australia, we've had rather a few financial changes to the rules. And people are feeling like it's impossible to get ahead. It really is. They've just changed things. They've taken things away. They're now going to tax widows, okay? If your partner dies, they're going to tax you. How's that? It's awful. And so when we have all of these things that are just piling on, and the powers that be can just do these things without any ramification, and we have to suck it up, I think that this news is going to really make people not feel good. Okay? Doesn't make me feel particularly good. I might be in a better position than some of you, or I might not. I don't know, because I'm at 3,000 watch hours. I just crossed that threshold 2 days ago. 3,000 watch hours. I never thought that would happen either, but I've been working hard, and it's a bit odd to just cross that and feel like you should be celebrating that, and then wake up to this news and go, well, I was already feeling like, goodness me, how am I going to get the next 1,000 hours? I'm feeling tired. Am I ever going to get there? And now it's kind of critical if I don't get there by the end of January, because these changes come into effect February 2027. So if I don't get there before January, really before, it's really before, for my niche, it's really before end of November, because things go really dead and quiet over Christmas, over December. So I really got till November to get another 1,000 watch hours. And for me, gosh, I feel like I'm clawing every hour there. You know, I do videos on comfy sewing. Comfy sewing in terms of, I'm not there to make couture makes. I'm not there to make vintage makes. I'm not there to make things that aren't part of my real lifestyle. And this is where things compound for me. I started this YouTube channel because my life was taken away from me. My life was taken away from me. I became disabled overnight 4 years ago. And for the first 2 years, I was unable to do anything. I was mostly lying down. I wasn't even able to think. And I had been a semi-professional dancer, competing across the country and in worlds and teaching dance. And it was my life. So to wake up and just, it's gone. It's gone. It feels rather like the same story. And I also sort of feel that because I have worked so hard with this YouTube channel with a lot less than other people have had and do have, not everyone, there are disabled and chronically ill creators out there. So special hello to you guys, because you guys are going to know that we operate on a spoonful of energy, some days on a tiny teaspoon maybe. Let's say we don't operate on 0 spoons, because that's when we are dead, and we have to be honest that that is a feature of our reality. We could die with my illness. I could die. And there's no cure. So I operate on very, very, very little energy. That's actually saying things too optimistically. I don't operate. I don't operate. I suffer and I can't do things. So with you guys who don't have that, you're operating with a faucet. You turn the tap and the energy comes out, and you're creating your YouTube channel with every unlimited, from my perspective, available piece of energy. And I'm not. I'm eking it out with the odd spoonful here and there, and days and weeks and months of suffering in between. And I don't actually usually get to do a full film. It's piecemeal. I have to add it together. So you see someone who looks fine, but the reality is very different. So there's that burden on top as well, that I feel like, and realistically I am working a whole lot harder than someone who was well to create this YouTube goal. And why I wouldn't actually be on YouTube if I hadn't become disabled and hadn't had my whole world taken from me. Yep, no friends, all gone. They were all just disappeared. The one friend that, we had dinner parties, they were at our place, we were at their place for a decade. The last I heard from her was her cancelling a plan that we had and promising to get back in touch just as soon as her diary was sorted, and I haven't heard from her. I don't know, 3 years, 4 years, just gone. Okay, it's just gone again. So I'm pretty feeling, like I know lots of people will be feeling like this, that they're just gone is a theme of their life. And this is really hard to deal with. It can really beat you down. And I'm not here to give you solutions, because I don't have them. I don't have them. I'm navigating this with you. I'm just amongst the hoi polloi who have this goal of creating something on YouTube. Now, did I really think it was going to make me money? No, not heaps of money, not all from AdSense. And okay, let's talk to the people who don't know. Why is monetization such a goal for some people? Is it just that they're greedy for money? Well, I think I can be a bit greedy for money because I can't work. I'm chronically ill and it's expensive. And, disabled people are poor by the very nature of things. So I do have that as a little goal. I would like to get some money. I don't have grand expectations that I'm going to get millions, even thousands. I don't. But a few hundreds would be nice. That'll help things out. So there is that goal. And that money comes from a share of the revenue of the ads that you already get when you watch my videos. You already get when you watch any video from YouTube, unless you have ad blockers. Okay, so it would be nice if the actual creators could get some payment. Not that it affects the viewers, not that we're asking for money from you, you're not signing up to a course or anything like that. I mean, there are other ways to get paid, I suppose, but I just would have liked to get a share of that ad revenue. Now, I'm also an English literature teacher, so not that I'm currently working because I can't work. I have private students, just a couple, because that's all I can manage. But it does bring back to me the message from Orwell's. Can't even think. Animal Farm. Animal Farm's been a big one for a couple of few students in the last few years, and I've always had this thought that it's the rise of the administrators who know nothing and offer nothing of value in the world. They're the ones who get ahead. They're the ones who get the rewards. They're the financial rewards. They're probably miserable, but the financial rewards. They're the ones who get it, while the rest of us who actually produce something of value to other people are flogged like poor old Boxer. So let's call them what they are in Orwell's analogy. The pigs. The pigs get rewarded, and the poor old little working animals who actually make things happen and actually produce the content and actually add value to life, we often get shortchanged. It's the world we're in. And yeah, so this news is making me feel a bit like that. How's it making you feel? How's it making you feel? I want to hear, because I'm sure that there are a lot of people in my neck of the woods, I've woken up to this, but in your neck of the woods, it might be evening time, and you're just hearing about this. And yeah, it begs the question of why. Why would YouTube have done this? I haven't had breakfast yet. I will hydrate. I don't know that I have that answer, other than they're a business, they want to make money. So I guess they could be a really unscrupulous business and not pay people and take it all for themselves. That's a move that many businesses do. They're a business, they want to make money. So if we looked at that in more of a positive spin, look, there have been some changes this year. Which many of us actually think is probably a good thing. There are people caught in it as collateral damage, and there are people who are not caught in it as collateral damage, but will cry that way. But YouTube has been trying to crack down on AI slop. And I think that's a good thing, because a lot of people do approach YouTube as not the creator, but as a quick get-rich scheme. Okay, so they pump out millions of these AI-generated nothing channels that may not even be correct, often aren't, because who's behind it? We don't know. It's all AI, and they're doing it because they're pumping out millions, and they're not showing faces. And I doubt that it's going to be a professor of history behind a history channel. I really don't, when it's AI slop. So there's all these AI slop channels, and they have cracked down on it this year. So I think there was like 130,000 channels gone, axed, killed, kaput. And you might be jeering at that, and probably I am too, because I think that rewards should go to those who deserve them. Rewards should go to creators who create value. So if this is the reason behind the increased hours, this change, which I'm not liking, could it be? Could it be? I don't know. I've been trying to think about that and thinking, well, why do people join? If they're joining for a quick get-rich scheme, that will deter them because 8,000 hours in 1 year is nigh on impossible, along with the other recent changes that have happened. And since May, many creators, and myself included, have had our impressions drop. Well, for me, often like I get 5% of my watching via YouTube. That's it, 5%. Goodness me. YouTube's the one that's supposed to, be the channel, be the platform where you are discovered. It's offered to you, when you open up the YouTube app, but it's not. They've severely restricted the impressions they're giving to people. And this is not just me. This is many people. Even AI, YouTube's AI had to admit that for no reason whatsoever, there would be no drop in my quality. I wasn't breaching anything. I had great stats. YouTube has just cut my impressions by, at that time, it was 42%. It's now 62%. There was no rhyme or reason for it. There was nothing in the statistics. And so YouTube's AI had to admit that after I corrected it multiple times, because it just wanted to give me the same old garbage story. And I said, I'm not here for conjecture, I'm here for stats. And I really made it work, and it had to admit. So this has happened since May. Many channels have noticed this. The views have just, well, it depends where the views are coming from, but the impressions, the work that YouTube does for a creator as part of, oh yes, real estate here to showcase your content, they're not doing their end. They're not. They've really cut it. So if we have that plus now this 8,000 watch hours, how is anyone going to start? How is anyone going to make it? And then you have to think, well, okay, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just crap. Maybe I'm just crap. Maybe I deserve to go. I don't think I do. But, what if it was? Who then succeeds? There are some people who I genuinely think deserve to succeed. Are they going to get it like that? I don't know. Some people do, but it's so small. Like the percentage is so small. I see a lot of people succeed who, in my opinion, are complete rubbish. But then that's maybe a reflection of what I don't like. I'm not into gaming. Why should a gamer get all the impressions? If you're into gaming, you think they do, I'm sure. If you're a loud, shouty channel, I think that's awful, because that hurts me, it harms me. I can't do this whole sensory overload thing, and you're actually not producing anything of value of content either. You're just doing the shout factor, the wow factor, the kaboom factor, and somehow that excites people when they watch. Do I really want society to be rewarding things that do not make them think, help them create, help them go up in IQ? Do I want society to go down? Because let's face it, that's where we're going with shorts, TikTok and Insta, like the short attention frame. I am a teacher. The attention rate for young kids has gone down to about 8 seconds. It's terrible. And the emotion and empathy has bucketed out. Now, there are other reasons for that as well. I won't get into them. But we're not helping. So is this going to mean that AI on one hand is cracking down on AI slop? Maybe that's a good thing. But where are we going with societal development with this? Are we going to then penalise any creator who has got worth and value? And to me, I think we're going to be doing that. Maybe not entirely, but to a large degree. So if you're a new creator, if you're thinking about it, you probably won't start. If you've got value to add, well, that's a very sad thing for the world. It's a very sad thing for the world. So I don't know that this is necessarily going to be wonderful for YouTube in terms of actually benefiting them as a business in the long run. In the long run, and that's the thing, in the long run. I really can't think of any other reason why they might be doing it. 2 reasons. They're just greedy, or they're trying to improve the quality, but maybe they haven't really thought that through. Because, the stats on who succeeds in YouTube, if we define success as monetization, and it's not the marker of success. I have heard lots of people say being monetized was an anticlimax, and I have been preparing myself for that. I know it's not going to bring me mega bucks. It might be big. If I earn a couple $100, I will accept that quite happily. And they keep saying you've got to make your money through other avenues, blah blah blah. Whether I can do that, I don't know, because I'm ill. But a couple of $100 would mean that I could get some medicine. Pure and simple. It would mean I could get. I've got one medicine. I'm on 15 medicines, and one of them is $140 every single month. Every single month. That's just one of them. Okay, so maybe I'll get some more medicine. Great. I'm really happy with that. The intrinsic reasons why I do this, they haven't gone. So if you're in YouTube to create community, to help people, to express your creativity, none of that has gone away. But it is still a blow that your value is not recognized. It's not. If YouTube is there saying, we won't even give you a couple of dollars, we don't think you're valuable, that is them telling you that you're not valued. And that's probably the bitter and hard pill to swallow, that YouTube thinks that we aren't worth it. Don't know how I got there. I can't remember what I was saying. Oh, no, I was saying the statistics on, people who get monetized. And monetization is the be all end all. I know that. But it is a goal. The statistics of people who actually make it to monetization with the current requirements of 4,000 watch hours in 1 year and 1,000 subscribers, it's very, very low. Like it's very low. I can't even remember what it is, but it's really, I'm in the top 90% at the moment. Top 90%. Or the top 10%, maybe I should say 90% fail. Yeah, I think that's a better expression. But the people who, the time that it takes people to do that, you are average. Now we're talking about a small percentage of people who actually do this. Not many do this. Most people completely don't get there. So of that very small percentage, it takes on average 6 months to 2 years to get monetized with 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers. 6 months to 2 years. So I'm very average. I'm traveling in an average way. I don't know if I'm going to make it by 2 years. And in fact, I don't have that time anymore. YouTube's just taken it away. So I need to get there by November, really, for my channel, for my niche. Otherwise, what am I going to do? I don't know. There is no way that I can do the 8,000, because I don't think I'm not a viral person, and the percentage of people who have a viral experience is incredibly small. And those people, by the way, aren't building community. I like the long, slow build, because you're being really genuine, and the people who are watching you genuinely want to be there, and that's community. And actually, that's what YouTube wants. They say they want this. Why are they doing this now? Because it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Because if I had to do 8,000 hours next year to try and get in, always has to be within 1 year. So this change would come in February 2027. And my channel has sort of just started to take off in March 2026. So for 11 months of that next 12 months that I have to get 8,000 hours, all the hours I've already got get subtracted. So it's more like I'm going to need to get 12,000 watch hours in 1 year. That's actually reality when you work out, the previous hours get subtracted. I think that's not possible for me. So I am probably going to call it quits, to be honest. Is that a good thing? I don't know. I will leave that one to God. I have said that I will be directed by him, and I think this is a very clear direction. If I haven't made it by the end of this year, it's just not going to happen. Will I continue even despite? I think that depends on my audience. Do you guys feel like it value? Not monetarily, because you're not going to pay me. I presume you can. I have a buy me a coffee link. You can give me a gift on the odd basis if you like this. You can even sign up monthly if you'd like to support me like that. I'd love that, but I don't have those supporters yet. So it will depend on my audience. Do I feel a connection? Do you guys want me? Are you showing me that? Just in terms of the encouragement and the lovely comments I get. And I do get tons of lovely comments and thanks for helping people. So that the intrinsic factors have not gone away, even though the watch hours are just become impossible. The intrinsic motivations are still there. I think I won't be posting as much because I have been really working hard this year to make this goal happen. I kind of knew I needed to do it within 1 year, otherwise it would become increasingly snowballingly difficult. Now, with the 8,000, it becomes not just difficult, it becomes impossible. So that's kind of where my thinking is at. If I stick around post-February next year, it will be more, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. It's another moment of something being taken away from me, and I don't know what that means. I'm kind of tired of things being taken away from me. I've had it a lot. So there's that frustration and that anger in my response to waking up to this news today as well. I'd love to hear from other creators or even non-creators. I mean, how does this affect non-creators? How are you feeling? Are you feeling gutted for the creators that you actually support? Do you even care? Do you even care? Do you think that this is actually going to make the viewing experience on YouTube better for you? Do you think this is going to color a lot of things? And what don't you like on YouTube? I'd love to hear it. Put it all in the comments. I'm not going to keep going too long on this live, but it's going to be up there as a recording. So if anyone finds it, please, I'd love to hear your comments. If you are a creator, let's chat. In the comments, how are you going? How are you feeling? What does this mean to you? Are you giving up now? Or are you giving yourself to February? Or it just doesn't affect you? You're doing it for the intrinsic, the reasons anyway. Okay. That's it for me today. A little impromptu live. Not my normal subject matter. I need to go and do the actual things that actually produce things. Okay, I've got to sew some stuff up. See you later. Enjoy your comfy lives if you are feeling like they might be comfy. If you're not, drop me a comment. See you next time. If I can end this. I don't know if I can end this. The usual thing. I can't end this. There's no button. Oh, man. And there it is. Bye.